The Iliad by Homer, Book 4, Summary. So this one starts in Olympus, where we see Jove, Juno, and Minerva. And Jove kind of taunts Minerva and Juno by stating that, Menelaus has a couple of goddesses on his side, and Paris is only one, which is Venus. Yet Paris has been taken to the safe places, and Menelaus is kind of suffering, and he can't do anything about it. So Jove kind of taunts and says this, and after that he goes on to say that it's clear that Menelaus has won, right? It's clear. So what do we do now? Do we set the two of them fighting, or do we make peace in between them, and each go back to their own cities and stuff, or do we make some confusion and set them fighting? To this, Juno gets very angry. She says that, what do you mean we are going to make peace between them? Are all my troubles going to are they going to be for nothing? So, what do you mean by that? And to which Jove replies, and he says that, why are you so dead against the Trojans? What have they done to you? Out of all the cities that are there, I really like, Jove is saying that I really like Troy, and I like Priam, and they have made like proper arrangements and sacrifices in my honor, and they're really dear to me. But if that is the case, if you really want to sack it, then so be it. But at any point in time, I want to sack some city of your preference, some city that Juno prefers. Then she can't say anything to Jove. That's what he says. So there are basically three cities that are like Juno's favorites. One is Argos, Sparta, and Mycenae. I think I'm not sure about the third one, but Argos and Sparta I'm sure. So Juno to this says that I don't care. You can invade any three of the cities at any point of time you like to, but right now I want to like invade Troy. Then Jove says, fine, that's like a deal between the two of us, and he bids Minerva that go down to earth, and set some confusion among the Trojans so that they misbehave and stuff. And Minerva already wanted to do this. This is what she had in mind in the first place. So she goes down and she meets Pandarus, who is one of the soldiers on the Trojan side, and so Minerva takes a disguise and meets Pandarus and tells him basically that you should strike Menelaus and you should strike him down, and once you strike him down, your glory is going to be forever. Like Pandarus, the name Pandarus is gonna be etched in history forever and stuff like that if you can kill Menelaus. So strike him right now. And Pandarus is naive of the fact that she's actually a goddess who's tricking him. So he throws the arrow. Now Minerva herself, the arrow that Pandarus threw, it was a shot actually. It was going to strike Menelaus at a pretty lethal part in the body. It would make a mortal wound, but Minerva deflects it, and it comes and hits Menelaus somewhere around the belt, so basically the waistline, and it just grazes off the skin. It doesn't. There's no wound, like it doesn't penetrate the skin or anything like that. It just grazes it and hits somewhere else. Although blood is flowing, right? So there's a lot of blood, and there are descriptions, like quite vivid descriptions of how Menelaus's legs are filled with blood. Now Agamemnon, on seeing this, he gets very sad and he gets very worried, and he tells Menelaus that if even if I win, see, the Trojans have broken their oath, right? So if Jove and the other Olympian gods are true, so the Trojans will face what they have to face, because of they have to face the consequences of breaking this oath. Either it is now or it is at some other time. But Agamemnon is saying that even if I happen to win all of this or go back, how can I do any of it without you, to Menelaus? Because they're brothers, right? Agamemnon and Menelaus are brothers. And to which Menelaus basically says that, don't worry too much, it's fine, it's not that bad a wound and stuff. But still, Agamemnon asks someone else to get a surgeon and treat him. And Menelaus is kind of taken among the army somewhere, right? Away from the battlefield somewhere, basically. After that, Agamemnon goes on to kind of egg his soldiers on, right? To kind of give them, make their hearts full of strength in battle. He tells good things to the ones who are getting ready. He rebukes the cowards, and there are certain particular characters that he goes to. Initially, I don't remember all of them, but some of the important ones, they were initially there were two. I don't remember who they exactly were. After that, he goes to the two Ajaxes, and the Ajaxes are already egging their soldiers on, and Agamemnon is very happy about it, and he says that, if all of my soldiers were as, uh, as they loved fighting and they were so happy about it, if I had it in bigger numbers, I could have sacked the city of Ilias way before than it actually is taking. Then he goes on to Nestor, and Nestor says that, you know, he actually, Agamemnon tells Nestor that, I wish you were young, and you were as valiant on the field of battle as much as your advices to me are, your counsels to me are. And Nestor says that yes, old age, takes everybody, everybody has to go through these phases in life, and at one point in time, Nestor was like a big, he had been some big shot, and some big fight he was a part of, and he vanquished his enemy and stuff like that, and he goes and tells that story basically about himself, about Nestor. After that, Agamemnon goes on and finds Ulysses and someone else, and Ulysses and this other person, that they had not heard about the fact that everybody else was getting prepared for war, right? So they themselves were not exactly getting prepared, and they were waiting, and Agamemnon rebukes them that why are you waiting and stuff, and kind of says very very mean things, right? When, like, Agamemnon says that when there is a feast in my house and stuff, you people are the first ones to come and enjoy and take all your, drink as much as you want and eat as much as you want, but why aren't you doing that now? Like, why aren't you as eager to fight my battle right now? And to which Ulysses kind of gets, he takes offense in this, and he says that what are you talking about? Like, we've been fighting for all this long and just didn't know about it, so you are, whatever you say are, these are idle stuff. And then Agamemnon kind of himself gets pacified, and he also pacifies Ulysses, and he says good stuff. And then there are two characters to which Agamemnon also go and say, Agamemnon rebukes these two characters, right? Doesn't say good stuff to them. So one of them is Sthenelaus, and the other one is Diomed. Now Diomed is the son of Tydeus, right? So Sthenelaus is about to answer Agamemnon back, because they were not exactly being lazy, they were just something, they were not exactly getting prepared for something else. So he was going to answer, Stanislaus was going to answer Agamemnon back, but Diomed checks him, and he says that, don't say anything. The king, whatever the king is saying is just actually, and we should be as eager to fight and everything. And then the actual battle starts, and there are certain characters who die on either side. Not very major, but it's basically the casualty of the war. And that's where book 4 ends, alright? Okay, thank you very much, folks. Sorry, take care of yourselves, right? Bye bye.